Back in 2016, I decided to leave Italy. I moved to Japan, working for a very successful Japanese biotech startup, which is now a unicorn, by the way. I worked there for 2.5 years as manager for new medical applications based on this new range of synthetic protein materials. After this time in Japan, I moved to Singapore, where I met Moses. I was working with Dr. Grosso on the Grosso Reshaper. We decided to establish a company thanks to the support of our first investor, Entrepreneur First. 1 year later, in 2020, we relocated the company and us as the core team here in Italy. Recornea is a clinical stage medtech company specifically focusing in the field of ophthalmology and developing minimally invasive therapeutic solutions for the treatment of diseases of the eye. Till now, we have developed the Grosso Reshaper, which is an intracorneal implant designed specifically for the treatment of patients with mild to severe keratoconus. The development started back in 2019. And during this time, in 6 years, we went from the initial design, the concept on a piece of paper, up to the final industrialized product. We went through all the phases in terms of preclinical activities, proving the safety of the device, initial data in terms of efficacy, all of that preclinically. And now we are running the first in-human clinical trial at the Institute of Ocular Microsurgery in Barcelona, in Spain.
Together with Dr. Emiliano Lepore and Dr. Eduardo Grosso, we decided to form a team to form a company called Recornea in order to work on the first nitinol implant for treating keratoconus with predictable outcomes, the Grosso Reshaper, invented by Dr. Grosso. During this time at Entrepreneur First, who are our first investor, we created this company to leverage on the core nitinol product to create devices for treating eye diseases. And since then, we moved to Italy in 2020 to establish the company in Italy to further develop therapeutic solutions for treating eye diseases.
With our first device, the Grosso Reshaper for the treatment of the keratoconus, we are currently conducting the first in-human clinical trial with the aim to evaluate the safety and efficacy of the device. The trial is involving 2 countries, 2 sites. In Spain, the Institution of Ocular Microsurgery with Professor Guel as principal investigator, and in Italy, Policlinico Gemelli with Dr. Fasciani as principal investigator. In the trial, we plan to enroll up to 12 patients and to follow each of them up to 1 year after the surgery of the Grosso Reshaper. The first patient has been already successfully operated. The implantation has been performed by Professor Guel in Spain. We plan to conclude this first in-human clinical trial at the end of 2026, and then we will start a bigger clinical trial, the pivotal clinical trial involving at least 100 patients to reach then the final CE mark within 2029.
Thanks to all the investments that we collected so far with a pre-seed and seed round, on the top of European and US grants, we are expanding the core technology of Recornea, specifically based on the nitinol material, which we developed for the Grosso Reshaper, way beyond. So we are exploring other fields in ophthalmology, and specifically the next and the second product in the pipeline is in the space of glaucoma.